Okay, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We are recording this session, so it'll be available to watch at a later time as well. I just want to start off by saying thank you, everybody, for taking some time out of the day to jump on this call. I'm going to try to make it informative and valuable. I'd like to keep it to 30 minutes, and we'll see how we go. I have a few things to cover, and this is kind of California specific, but this will be good information for everybody. And we will be having an in-person Southern California event on Thursday as well. So a little bit about me. I've been doing this for about 5 years. I've worked for Solar City, Tesla, Sunrun, private dealers. I've been in solar for, again, over 5 years. I've helped a few hundred homeowners. And I've only been with Powur since about mid-2009, so not very long at all. 2019, sorry. Have multiple installations, multiple sales, multiple mentor deals, and my total organization already has over 30 people in it. So it's pretty exciting. Level one, I think I have over 15 people, and then some of my rock stars, Jarrett and Robin, have brought in over 6 people each. So that's the coolest thing about Powur, the team building, the mentorship, the platform that they offer. So I'm going to cover some basics. If I have the right slide up, 1 second. Okay, so what we'll cover, obviously a little bit about Powur, the model, the solutions that it offers, a little bit about joining and the different incentives that they offer. So Powur was founded in 2014 by Jonathan Budd. You've all heard the name before. I was lucky enough to have lunch with him, with Robin. He's a pioneer in digital marketing space, and he really saw sustainable energy as the future. So that's the coolest thing, honestly, at the end of the day, why we're all here. It makes me feel good to know that I'm selling a clean energy investment from the sun, helping the atmosphere. If you look at the CO2 levels in the last 150 years, they've skyrocketed compared to the last 800,000. And I communicate that with everyone I talk to. So the executive team here, Jonathan Budd, the CEO, Bobby Smith, I've been able to hang out with a few times. And like I said, Robin and I were able to go down to Encinitas, San Diego area and hang out with Jonathan Budd. Matt Gordon, he's the operations executive. So this whole team is extremely bright. Rachel McDonald, Matt Gordon, Beth Robinson, Emily Budd, Jonathan's sister, if you were wondering. So the whole team here is to support us and our success. So 2014, Jonathan Budd founded Powur. They first were just providing leads and sending referrals to Solar City. That's all they were doing, and they were paying people out for it. Just in 2019, Bobby recruited me from LinkedIn back in March, and I looked at the model a bit. I hung out with Bobby. I put a deal through. I just tested the waters, and I've really been actively participating for a good number of months now, and it's been a wild ride. So this new platform is literally just this year it was launched, the new platform. And there's already like over 1,000 reps. Some months there's hundreds that join Powur each month this year. Some of the core values, you might see this in your mailbox when you close your first deal. Just some of the values that the Powur stands behind: community, service, getting work done, accelerating the adoption of clean energy. And they just have really big goals. So the business model, Jonathan Budd believes the individual seller, us, right? Me, you, Zach, everybody here, is the most valuable person, deserves the greatest benefit, and close second, if not tied for first, is also the customer. We want to do right by the customer, provide them the best overall value, and get referrals from them. So the reason Powur is so cool to me is they pretty much have the same model as eXp Realty, if you've heard of them. eXp's grown over 20,000 agents in the real estate brokerage space in the last 10 years. one of the fastest growing. And Powur has a similar model. This is the old way of doing solar. You could sell for some local company. There's no nationwide footprint. You can't build teams. There's no passive residual income. There's no equity ownership. It's not really scalable. You're just working for a local company. The reason why I chose Powur is because there's multiple ways to make money. You can sell for yourself. You could build teams. You could become a mentor after 5 deals. You can earn equity ownership and have passive income. I don't know of another company that is doing this right now in the solar industry. So Powur really wants to become the Uber of the taxi world. Like I said, the EXP of the real estate world, this virtual cloud-based ability to sell across the country with the platform and the revenue share and the proposal tool and everything that comes along with it. So the compensation plan, some of you have already seen it. It's totally transparent cost of goods. A lot of other people kind of hide what the cost is or what your income is and all this stuff. They literally give you the cost of goods. It's a 70-30 split. I'll show you an example right now. But if the cost is 20K and you sell it for 30K, that's a 10 grand margin. You're going to make a 7 grand commission check. So it's a 70-30 split on the margin, the profit of the job. You will get a commission sheet that breaks down the cost of the panels, the inverter, the financing. It's even broken into the proposal tool for you if you go into the proposal tool. So let's look at an example. I updated this a little bit to California's pricing for you guys. So California is $2.10 approximately cost of goods. So if you're selling a 10 kilowatt system, the cost is 21K. Let's say you sell it for $3.65, which is about the market average right now. So $36,500. That's going to be before any tax credit, which is 30% this year, 26% next year, 22% the year after. Then it's gone. That's the current timeline, guys. 2 more years of tax credit, and then it's gone. So we have 70 cents per watt for adders. That could be an electrical panel, maybe financing costs. So the net revenue is $8,500 on this specific job. The commission is 70%, $5,950. So again, it's a 70-30 split on the margin, whatever is left over after all the adders, which you can price out in the proposal tool. And then Powur does keep $2,550. It does have to be a minimum of $1,500. So let's look at some examples. Here's a commission sheet from a job. I know it's really small, but it breaks down the cost of the panels, the inverters, the optimizers. Everything is broken down for you, the electrical panel. Total project cost was $35,000. It was sold for $47,000. The margin, again, was $12,267. So this consultant took home an $8,587 commission check, which is wild. I mean, real estate agents don't even make that much on transactions, and they have to go to the house and have people that back out of escrow and all this crazy stuff. Here's another one. This person had to get a little aggressive on the pricing to win the deal, but they still made $3,556 commission, and Powur just kept $1,524. So this is the cost of goods. You'll get a commission sheet on every job that is sold at Powur. One of the most exciting things, the differentiator, I think, with Powur is the fact that they have the revenue share model. This is an example of the first level. So if you tell someone about Powur, if they join Powur under you, you give them your unique URL link. Whenever they close a deal that gets installed, you will make 20% of whatever Powur keeps. So that's at least $300 at the minimum. Usually it's around $500 average. So just think about that. 500 bucks hitting your bank account every time anyone closes a deal under you. And that's the power of passive income with the revenue share model, earning residual income. But we all know it does actually go multiple levels deep. So it actually goes 6 levels deep. And right now, just so you guys know, I have 3 levels down. And so anyone that comes in on level 1 directly under you, you will earn 20% of whatever Powur keeps. So right here, it's an average of $550. If those people that you brought in, if they bring in somebody that's 2 levels down from you, you will earn 10% of whatever Powur keeps, about an average of $275. And then 3 levels down, they bring in someone, you will make 5% of whatever Powur keeps. And that is up to 6 levels. So the gentleman above me, Charles Thompson, he has all 6 levels open. So he's making money on all 6 levels below him. In order to make money off of 2 people below you, you do have to have 5 people on your level 1 directly under you. In order to make money off of the 3 levels down, you brought in someone that told someone that told someone, you have to have at least 10 people on your front level that you personally brought in order to make income off of people 3 levels below you. So I hope that makes sense. I want to show you a pretty powerful example a little slide that I made. Hopefully you guys can see it, but let's say that we sell an 8 kilowatt system. Again, $2.10, final sales price, a financing adder, project management cost, the gross margin, $7,854. So the consultant will make about $5,500. Pretty typical example, guys. So the person above the consultant, level 1, will earn $471 on this example. That's with the revenue share passively. The person above them could earn $235, and then so forth. The people above them could earn as well, $117. So here's where it gets interesting. Let's say you bring in people that can at least just close 6 deals a year, 1 every other month, right? Maybe you attract a solar consultant like me that closes 4 deals a month. Or maybe you have someone that only closes 3-4 deals a year, whatever it is. Let's just pretend all of your people can close 6 deals a year. In the next 2 years, do you think you could bring in 10 people into Powur directly under you? And maybe they just each bring in 1 person. And then maybe they just each bring in 1 person. So let's just be real conservative. In a few months, I'm very fortunate. I have quite a few more than this, but let's just be conservative. And then these people are only closing a deal every other month. Very conservative. In a year's time, you could make $28,000 from your first level, $14,000 from your second level, and $7,000 from your third level. That's about $49,000, $50,000 passively with the revenue share. And again, guys, this is just extremely conservative numbers. If I bring in 15 people and they bring in 20 and then they bring in 30, and my people are closing 8 deals a year, real quick, you can see that the numbers get really interesting. I'll just say that the gentleman above me, Charles Thompson, he will make over $200,000 this year just in the revenue share passively. Next year, he expects that number to be closer to $300,000 to $400,000 passively. Again, this is just with the revenue share. He has over 40, 45 people in his front line. And these are all estimates, but this is fairly conservative. I'm not trying to take over the world here. I'm just trying to provide a realistic idea of what is possible with Powur. And that's one of the most exciting things that they offer. So moving on, there is a mentor program. Every person that joins Powur, if you're a solar professional, you have to at least have your first deal with a mentor. That's a 50-50 split on the commission. You can work with a mentor, hopefully myself or any other mentor within Powur. If you're brand new to solar, they do expect that at least your first 3 deals are done with a mentor. So again, a 50-50 split on the commission. And leverage your time with them. Schedule a Zoom call with them. Look at their slide deck, how they sell to their customers. Learn some tips and tricks. Get them on the phone with your lead. You have a friend, relative, past coworker, someone that said, I wouldn't mind getting a solar quote. Get them on the phone with the mentor, schedule a meeting, get a proposal in their hands. So again, this is the mentor program. It's a 50-50 split. Some people, I think like Paula on this phone call, she may never want to sell solar. She may never want to learn all the ins and outs. She just might want to submit the lead to a mentor like me or a mentor in Sacramento or whatever it is, and just receive 50% of the commission once the deal closes. So that's a really interesting model. Realtors, lenders, buyer's agents, this is a no-brainer. If you can make $3,000, $2,000, whatever it is, on a 50-50 commission, then, I mean, it's just a no-brainer instead of receiving a $300, $500 referral like the old model. So this is the mentor program, 1 deal for a solar pro, a minimum of 3 deals if you're not a solar pro. And if you just want to submit the lead and never sell the deal yourself, you can just always do the mentor 50-50 deal. They do have an equity ownership plan. When I met with Jonathan Budd for lunch, he mentioned that Powur is aggressively going after registering to become public. This is something that will get filed and get moved on, probably as soon as next year. And then you'll be able to start to realize these stock options. So when your first installation happens, like Zach, I think yours is on Friday, you'll get an email from Jonathan Budd personally that says, congratulations, you'll receive 100 shares of stock. And then if you bring in somebody, when their first installation is completed, as their sponsor, you'll get 50 shares of stock. So that's just a way to earn money and be an owner operator with this company. Just like EXP, they have the exact same model. They went public, then they went to the NASDAQ, and you can sell your shares of stock. There's a stock discount program as well. And then if you're a top performer, 25 installations a year could get you 1,000 stock options, or 50 installations could get you 5,000 stock options. So just one of the many things that Powur offers as far as ownership and receiving more income. The 3-year expires 3 years from your anniversary. I'll check into that footnote. Most likely when stocks are awarded to you, there's a vesting period. So you'd have to have those for at least 3 years or be with Powur for 3 years to realize those. But we can ask corporate on that specifically, Nick. So Powur does have a lot of tools to support you guys and myself. There's live daily training in the calendar. You can go on there. There's opportunity Zoom calls. There are onboarding calls. If you haven't taken one, please do. And then there's just a lot of different calls and Zoom calls you can get on. Like Jonathan Budd, the CEO, has a talk usually at least once a month. Charles Thompson, who has a Q&A session for any of you that have questions. So there's a lot of training that's provided. There's some meetings. They're upcoming next year. January, February, we should be having one in Sacramento and Southern California and San Diego, probably January, February. And then even just local ones, like we're doing this Thursday in Diamond Bar, Southern California. you can invite people to these events. You can invite people to the Zoom call, and you don't really have to do the work. They'll join under you. So for those of you who haven't seen the proposal, the real-time dynamic proposal is super cool, guys. Like, out of all the solar consultants I've shown it to, it updates live: financing, cash, removing panels, changing equipment, loan numbers. That's really, really cool. Most people have to request a proposal change and then wait for it, and they just don't have the tools they need at their fingertips, especially when you're in the home to sell a deal. So their proposal platform, I'll be honest, it used to be a little bit choppy when I first was shown it back in March or April. But I tell you, this company gets better week by week, month by month. The project coordinators, you have your own project coordinator on each job that's going to help move the job along, provide updates, and get back to you right away. So let's dive in a little bit to Synergy Construction. They are currently the installer in California. Now, Powur does want to become the general contractor eventually, but for now we are using Synergy Construction. They are located in all of California. They've been in business for 30 years doing construction projects for companies like BMW and USC. They've done thousands of construction projects. They've done thousands of solar installations. This is the CEO, Matt Dunbar, at a ground mount installation I did in Glendora, Southern California. The quality of work and in the installations, they really care about how it looks, how it's installed, the wiring run, the conduit run. These guys care more than most companies that I've sold for in the past 5 years. I'm very happy with their performance. If there's an issue, they're usually there the next day taking care of it. There's another installation on the bottom right. You can see their hard hats, their trucks, their t-shirts, they're all Synergy branded. And so in California, that's who the installer is, Synergy Construction. And just so you guys know, if you want this later, I have a slide deck when I'm in the home or with a customer. This is Northern California. And I'll go through the slide deck, you know, rates have been going up, PG&E, Synergy Construction. Here's their clients they've worked with. Here's their Yelp. Here's their Facebook. Synergy offers a 20-year roof penetration watertight warranty. And then, of course, your equipment has their own 25-year warranty as well. So in writing, there's a 20-year roof warranty for Synergy Construction. So when I'm introducing this product, I'm really leaning into Synergy Construction. You know, let me introduce you to the company. Let me tell you the 20-year warranty, watertight, that you're going to get. Let me show you the quality of installations that they perform. And it's just a great product. They are located in 3 different cities in California, guys. Antioch, California, Northern California. They're located in Fresno, and they're located in Corona, California. So Synergy Construction, nobody's perfect, right? There's going to be scheduling issues. There's going to be an electrical issue. There's going to be some bumps in the road. We all know this is a solar coaster, but they do a great job. For whatever reason, if the solar homeowner is over 70 miles away from a warehouse, there is a little bit of a travel adder, just so you know. Going back to the platform, adding a lead is very easy. Address, city, state, name, number, and email. Upload an electrical bill if you have one. And that's it. Submit the lead. If you have to assign a mentor, assign a mentor. And then it's all located on powur.com. Just to brag a little bit, like I said, I've only been doing this a few months, guys. This is one of my many jobs that I do: real estate, solar with Powur, team building. And this was 1 week's payout back in October, $8,100 here. in 1 week. And at that time, I made about 30,500. So your earnings history is all transparent. The commission, 40% of it, up to 2,000, is paid at permit when the job has been signed, final contract, signed designs, often to submit for permits. And then the rest of it is paid after the installation when the job receives permission to operate. So there's 2 milestones when you'll receive part of the commission and then you'll receive the remainder of the commission. But I just wanted to give you a snapshot of just some jobs and some installations that I've done in the last few months here, including some mentor deals as well. So it is very exciting. It is real. There's a wallet, an online e-wallet. You'll receive your commission. They pay out 2 to 3 times per week. So it's very instantaneous. Some companies, if you ever get paid, are sometimes 2 weeks behind. And some people on this call were with companies that they never got paid the right way. They didn't know what they were making. They got screwed over. They got only a few $100s. So this transparent model, this earnings history, and the e-wallet, that's one of the main reasons I'm here. I've never had an issue with this stuff. Okay, so like I mentioned, there is a dynamic proposal. You can literally turn on and off the panels shown here. You just click them on and off. It even shows the sunlight model, the hot spots on the roof. You can literally click finance. Maybe they want a 10-year loan. Maybe they want a 25-year loan. We have a guy that sold a deal with a 25-year 2.99 loan. Hardly anybody offers that in the industry. Like, that's a differentiator, guys. Nobody can offer a 25 2.99. That's a crazy interest rate. You probably don't even have that good of a rate on your house. So you have full control to choose which loan and which rate you sell. Right here, we currently have Mission solar panels, black on black. We have Hanwha 320s, those are my favorite. LG 350, 375, Mission Solar 310, which I mentioned. And a new addition, S Energy 310 watts as well. So it's all there live for you to pick out. And then there are a section for adders. So you can add a battery for $8,900. You can add an electrical panel. Maybe it's ground mounted. We had a guy on my team directly under me that sold a deal. His margin, like shown here, was actually $25,000. Not exaggerating. A lot of you guys know about this already. He will make 70% of that margin. He will literally make a $17,500 paycheck when that job gets installed. He's stoked about it. And because he joined under me, I recruited him from Vivint Solar. I will stand to earn $1,500 passively that will hit my bank account just because I reached out to him. I knew he was with Vivint and he really liked the Powur model. Charles Thompson, the gentleman above me, will make $780 when that job gets installed for not doing anything. So that's just the beauty of Powur, and all the adders we can add: a 25-year solar edge warranty, a homeowner rebate if you want to get them a gift card back in the mail. It's all there for you if you want to learn. So Powur currently is in the states we can sell with Blue. California, Texas, and Florida, I would encourage you to really dig in. Those states are absolutely blowing up right now. Solar sales, recruitment, those are the hot states. Those have the lowest cost. In California, like I mentioned before, it's $2.10 approximately cost of goods per watt. In Texas and Florida, my understanding is it's around $1.95, $1.85 per watt. So it's an even lower cost of goods model for people that are doing business there. So just a quick recap of a few things. Powur Power really offers you more commission, more ownership, and freedom. There's a 70-30 split on the net revenue, the net margin. You get the transparent cost of goods commission on every job. I mean, it's even in the proposal tool whenever you make the proposal or your mentor makes it. You're going to get equity ownership, so stock options, and then the revenue sharing. You tell people about Powur, you tell your friends, realtors, you message some people online, you message a few solar pros on LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is. If they join and they ever close a deal, you will get hundreds of dollars passively with the revenue share model. So Powur does cost $99. It's a one-time onboarding fee. Get you set up, get your logins. There's about an hour and a half training to complete. Just shows you the system, the platform, how to enter leads. Jump on an onboarding Zoom call for a face-to-face hands-on with Rachel. And then you're off to the races. Submit your first lead, close it with a mentor, and get your commission going. And then the monthly cost is $49 a month to be a member with Powur and have access to the platform. So some future events, like I mentioned, this Thursday, if you know anyone in Southern California, if you want to reach out on Facebook, LinkedIn, anyone, invite them to our in-person event this Thursday from 6:30 to 8 in Diamond Bar. I was speaking with Charles. We're looking at January 15th in Southern California, and tentatively with Charles Thompson and possibly Bobby Smith. They'll be flying in. And then January, February, we are looking at a Sacramento event as well. But I think the Zoom calls, and the Zoom calls for that matter that are every Monday on Powur's calendar, is a good way to start. And then we can leverage it with the in-person events. So we went over the revenue share example here. If you want a copy of this, let me know. Again, this is my team here, just within a few months, over 30 people, which is just amazing. I absolutely love it. I'm actually thinking of hiring someone part-time just to go on LinkedIn and Facebook to message and recruit people. I have a Northern California slide deck when I talk to homeowners, and I even have a Southern California slide deck that I go through when I talk to homeowners, including a picture of the hundreds of homeowners that I've already personally helped over the few years. And then it has some Edison material in it as well. So if you need any of those resources, let me know. Joining under our team also, we have a Facebook marketing gentleman. His name is Michael. If you want to set up a Facebook ad to recruit people or to get leads for solar, I will put you guys in touch with Michael. He's one of Charles' friends, and he can help set up Facebook ads to get you guys leads in the system. So just last 2 seconds, guys, feel free to ask some questions. I've been doing this for a while. I really think solar is at the precipice. Like it's all stars aligning right now. Solar panels are getting cheaper. This cost of goods model is ridiculous. No one is this cheap as far as the price goes. The climate change, the fires we're experiencing here in California, the blackouts, the bankruptcy with PG&E, the debt that they're taking on, all new homes in California legally require solar starting 2020. The tax credit has 2 more years to go. I mean, are you going to keep spending hundreds or thousands of dollars every year, throwing money away to your utility? You know the prices are going up. SDG&E is the most expensive in California. They're crazy expensive. So this is a no-brainer. It's basically really popular right now. I can't speak enough of how popular it is. Everyone has someone on their block that's going solar. Everybody's talking about it. If they have a pool, electric vehicle, Tesla, hopefully they didn't order that weird looking truck, but maybe if they did, you can still talk about them to solar. So that's what I have to say, guys. I really encourage you to invite people to the other future Zoom calls, invite people to the Thursday event. I'll make sure to share the slide deck with you guys. Send me a message on Facebook, email me, and I'll share those materials with you. Whoever invited you tonight, reach out to them, get their link. If you want any information, you want to schedule time with me, I have a calendar link. But I'll kind of open it up here if anyone has questions.